Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you my method for using guide mode with out of reach anchors. Most of the time, if I'm using guide mode, I'll try to use bits of gear which can be easily connected with a sling just because it's way more convenient and way quicker. And lots of the time when you're climbing in the UK, your gear is spread out on the anchor and you don't have a sling long enough to link those pieces of gear together. So it's really useful to be able to use the rope to link the bits of gear and to still be able to belay in guide mode. So guide mode is my favorite method of belaying because it means that I'm out of the system. I just find it way more comfortable. It's nice that the weight of the climber isn't going onto me, it's going onto my anchor directly if they fall off. Now, obviously it needs some consideration. If you're climbing with somebody who might need to be lowered, then maybe guide mode isn't the best choice. Not really in the scope of this video though. I'll definitely do a separate video about the pros and cons of guide mode at some point in the future. So for now, I've already got my first piece of gear clipped with the rope. I've clipped the rope in, screwed the screw gate up, flipped it round. I'm going to take the rope to my next piece of gear and clip it in and screw it up. Now, both pieces of gear are definitely out of reach, and I possibly could link them with a really long sling, but I'm not going to because that wouldn't be the point of this video. So now that I've got both bits of gear clipped, I'm going to pull through a decent amount of ropes that I've got some to play with. And the amount of spare rope that I have here gives me flexibility to adjust my position in a minute as well. So I've got a load of slack here. I'm going to grab all of the strands and I'm going to tie, the technical term is a big flipping overhand knot, a big flipping knot. So I'll make 3 loops like so, making sure to incorporate the strand of rope that goes to my harness within all of the strands when I pull them together. Now, I need to try and get this adjusted so that the anchor and the master point of the anchor, in this case the belay, and the climber are all in a straight line. If things are out of line, then we're going to end up with sort of swings and potential for shock loading. So get everything lined up in your line, like so. Pull everything together. Leave yourself enough room and tie as neat as you can a nice big flipping overhand knot, like so. Now, to tighten this knot, it's a bit messy. To tighten the knot, I pull all of the strands that come out of the back of the knot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. Now I've got 3 loops and I should have 6 strands coming out of the back of the knot as well. If I've only got 5 strands, then I've not incorporated one of the strands in the knot and something weird might happen. So 6 strands coming out the back of the knot, 3 loops for the 2 bits of gear and then the 2 remaining strands of rope. Everything's tight, everything's in line, everything's screwed up. So what I do now is take my HMS carabiner and I'm just going to just pop that through all 3 of the loops. And then this strand of rope here, that's what's going to make me safe. So I'll tie a clove hitch in that strand and attach it to that HMS carabiner. Now, you remember that I said that by leaving some slack in that strand that went to me, gave me a bit more flexibility later to adjust that clove hitch and alter my position. So I have more flexibility to be closer, further away, depending on the ledge and where's comfortable and where I want to stand. So at this point, I'm safe. So I can shout down to my belayer, safe, and they can take me off belay. Now I'm going to take my guide plate, in this case I'm using a DMM pivot, and I'm going to clip the guide plate. I'm just going to go into my HMS carabiner, just it's a bit neater, it sort of sits a bit nicer. I could also go into the rope loops if I wanted to, but I don't need to in this case. I'll screw that up. Now at this point they've already had plenty of time to take me off belay, so I'll pull the rope up until it goes tight on my climber. Take the rope, pop it into my belay device, clip it through, screw it up. And now I'm in guide mode. I've used the rope, out of reach anchors. I can belay with guide mode as I normally would. If you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. If you found the video useful, give it a like, share it with your mates, all that stuff. I've got loads more videos coming, so please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you all soon.